What if I told you that one of the most powerful voices in comedy was born a crime? Literally. A man who rose from the shadows of apartheid South Africa to become the face of one of America's most iconic shows, The Daily Show. But behind the witty punchlines and global fame lies a story so wild, so unexpected it'll leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about Trevor Noah. Buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the untold life of Trevor Noah. From secret romances to shocking beginnings, this is no ordinary success story. Trevor Noah was born on February 20th, 1984, in Johannesburg, South Africa. But this wasn't just any birth, it was illegal. His mother, Patricia Nombayiselo Noah, a black Xhosa woman, fell in love with his father, Robert Noah, a Swiss-German white man. Under apartheid law, their relationship was forbidden. So when Trevor came into the world, his very existence was a political act, a quiet rebellion. As a mixed-race child, Trevor couldn't be seen in public with his parents. His mom would walk ahead of him, and his father would cross the street, pretending to be a stranger. Can you imagine growing up having to hide from your own parents? Yet Patricia was no ordinary mother. A deeply religious, fiercely determined woman. She raised Trevor with iron will and wicked humor. She smuggled him into white schools to get the best education. She taught him multiple languages. Trevor can speak Xhosa, Zulu, Afrikaans, German, and English. And she gave him his first lessons in resilience. Trevor started hustling early, DJing at parties, selling bootleg CDs, doing comedy gigs in nightclubs. But it wasn't all smooth. He got carjacked. He lived in poverty. He even got thrown in jail for driving a stolen car, except, twist, it was his car. The South African system just didn't believe a young black man could own a BMW. Then in 2002, he landed a small role on a soap opera. That tiny crack in the door? He kicked it wide open. Within years, he became one of South Africa's biggest stand-up stars, hosting everything from reality TV to sports shows. But here's the curveball, he gave it all up. Sold everything. Left for the US in 2011 with nothing but a dream and an accent most Americans couldn't understand. Then came The Daily Show. In 2014, Jon Stewart brought Trevor on as a correspondent. And just a year later, Stewart handed him the keys to the kingdom. Now picture this, a virtually unknown South African replacing one of America's most beloved political comedians. People doubted him. Critics dragged him. Even Trevor said he felt like the intern who was asked to run the company. But slowly, steadily, he reinvented The Daily Show, infusing global perspective, racial commentary, and his razor-sharp humor. By 2020, he wasn't just surviving, he was thriving. But even with global fame, Trevor never forgot where he came from or what he survived. In 2009, tragedy struck. Trevor's stepfather shot his mother in the head. Miraculously, she survived. The bullet missed her brain by millimeters. Trevor confronted the horror head-on, using the story to highlight domestic abuse and broken legal systems in South Africa. His memoir Born a Crime became a global bestseller, soon to be adapted into a movie produced by Lupita Nyong'o, who will also play his mother. Now, what about love? Trevor keeps his romantic life notoriously private, but not completely hidden. He dated actress Minka Kelly, and despite a breakup, they reportedly reunited later. Rumors have swirled about other relationships, but Trevor plays it cool. He once said, "I'm not good at cohabiting." Translation? He's rich, famous, and emotionally intelligent, but he values his space. Can you blame him? Children? None yet. But who knows? With his charm and global reach, the story's far from over. Speaking of charm, let's talk lifestyle. Trevor's living like a low-key king. He once bought a $27.5 million Bel Air mansion. Yes, that Bel Air. Think Japanese-style architecture, a private gym, a movie theater, and views that would make a billionaire blush. He sold it later, but don't worry, he's still stacking cash. Trevor Noah's net worth? An estimated $100 million and counting. From stand-up specials to hosting the Grammys multiple times, to launching his own production company, he's not just a comedian, he's a brand. But beyond the money and mansions, What makes Trevor unforgettable is his impact. He's taken audiences on a journey, across continents, cultures, and uncomfortable truths. He's made the world laugh and think. He turned comedy into a form of activism. And he's proven that a boy born illegally in apartheid South Africa could grow up to speak to presidents, celebrities, and millions on his own terms. So next time you see Trevor Noah delivering a clever one-liner, remember, behind that smile is a story of survival, sacrifice, and seismic ambition. He was born a crime, but he's living a legacy. And trust me, he's just